Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danon disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
Hmm.
All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like this.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Calaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Danon owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
I'm practically unstoppable. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
It's quite hot here. The climate feels...
It's on! Super Swallow Dance!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
There.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast!
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's a duel of the atoms! Pierce, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A chain between heaven and earth.
You got flyers!
Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! We can really make weapons with this?
Right, here goes!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now, I never miss!
Dragon Form! Take the tap!
You have to aim for the bright area on their back. Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Burn!
No armor can stop me!
Thanks, Kisara!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade coming fake me! Dragon Form! Dragon Form! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Here, let me help! Arctic Whirlpool!
Dragon Form!
Dance in the wind!
Do it!
We can really make weapons with this?
This might be... some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me. Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
choice.
In armor is all mine. Now you see what I can do.
You're mine!
In a bind.
Demon Fang!
Do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Portal now.
Rising Falcon!
Flying freezing. Still.
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Magic is there!
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Coming through!
You picked the wrong fight.
Not on my watch! Do it!
Big blast!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Sealed!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
If it cools off, time to get out of the way.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. I'll take you all on. Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll smash you.
This one's mine!
Charge
Now!
like that easily. In an instant. Impact Cross!
By the power of flame! Vanish without
That frickin' does it.
It's on!
Light astral illuminate the
Into
sky!
no punch!
Come forth, holy glimmer! Explode holy land! A chain between your inner!
Do it. Gion.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
My face is starting to sting. My throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Xion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
Out of our way!
Dragon Swarm!
There you are.
Rising Watcher! Soaring Light Spear!
Now you see what I call those rocks and skin?
Dragon Swarm!
I'm just getting started.
Now!
Now.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Expert coming through! You got
Here I come!
Here!
Lunar Rondo! You require
Here's a healing art!
burn in hell! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off!
Don't mind if I do!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
You sounds like a job for Organa. I can show you mine if you like. Maybe it's really awesome, Xion. Glad you have your uses.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all.
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, you and I both.
That's what I like to hear.
one's mine!
Denied!
Eat dirt!
Freaking does it!
Dragon Spark! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
No complaints here!
You're mine!
The earth throbs in pain.
No further!
Dragon Show!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon, take this!
Now!
Dragon Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We get... Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally. Guess I misread the landing.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Where are you going?
I can carve through armor!
Between heaven and
Not
earth.
today!
A wailing
Dragon
dynasty of
Swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'm surrounded!
An astral art!
That's my cue.
Denied!
Shut him down!
I'll tear you apart!
This will come in handy.
What's this?
Take it!
Inferno Punch!
Dragon Swarm!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm practically unstoppable.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
No further!
Illuminate the top!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here's a healing arc! A chain between heaven and
Aim
earth!
for the weak spot!
A wailing dynasty of
Dragon
lightning!
Swarm!
Your magic is
Shattering
Weak
the
now.
pieces! Attack time!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Talon Storm!
Illuminate the top! Blah, blah,
Do
blah.
it!
Listen, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm like bait to them.
Ready to go!
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Blow away!
A whirling struggle!
No damn! What's this? Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially...
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
Ow!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
The flame inside was sure
Hey,
to be
when did I get so popular?
Dragon Flash!
Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Not on my watch.
Dragon Form!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Do it!
Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning.
Dragon Storm!
That's you!
Dragon
Take this!
It's showtime.
Try this!
Volcan Berg. Astral energy.
Say no more! Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Can't get out of this! Far enough! How dare you apart!
Here I come!
Go for the weak!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Lightning condense. Lunar
Phoenix! Watch it!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Carve through armor!
This one's mine. Dynasty of lightning.
Dragon Form!
Now!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Illuminate
Here
the
I come.
pieces.
Come on, Demon
Now.
Blade!
Finish without a...
Step back! This one's all law!
Dispose of the trash.
All disasters. Lunar corruption.
This one's all mine!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Form! Not today! Dragon Form!
Ready to go. Go for the weak point. Here's a healing art.
The enemy wields Arc 2.
No thing see about that.
No further!
Art seal. Lunar corruption. Lunar blast. Back into the fray.
Hurricane!
You get ready. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, Come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look desperate. I'm ready for the next battle. Out of our way! A chain between where are you going? A wailing banshee of lightning!
Burn in hell!
Burning?
Dragon Swarm!
Armor won't save! Come on, a roll now! Do it!
Trinchera! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike! Here's a healing struggle! First aid! Winds of heaven!
Just getting started!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon Swarm!
By the seal!
Now I'm real mad.
Leave the charges to me!
Crumble!
Soaring Light Spear!
In the wind!
Do it!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Denied!
Burn in hell!
Where are you going?
In a
A
vine?
wailing banshee of lightning! It looks like you got this one covered! Annihilation! Heal!
Hurricane! Eagle Fly!
Heal! Reload! Radiant Spear! Shining Super
Radiant Laser
Spear!
Now
Where's
see
evil?
what I can
When
do.
it is time! Blah, 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 answer! In here! This will come in handy!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
This one's all mine!
Do it.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll stop it! Thanks, Kisara!
Dragon Swarm!
Rip and tear!
There you go! Don't let up! Illuminate the dark!
Ready to go!
Holy land!
Thrust! Denied!
Between heaven and earth!
Demon Fang!
A wailing
Take
banshee
this.
of arch shield!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll smash you!
Confiscated!
Take this! You see what happened there is you crossed. Shouldn't have done that.
Eat dirt! Lightning I never miss! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land!
Dragon Swarm! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
An actual...
That's my cue.
Shut him down. Flaming thrust!
Holy
Blazing thrust!
between heaven and earth.
Leave the charges to me!
Try harder! Try harder!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Take this!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. I'm on it. The
I
flaming
never
side
finished.
is yours.
I'll
tear you up. Do it! Rising Phoenix!
You require a hand.
I can handle it! Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem. This one's mine.
Take this!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Rising
Now you
Wyvern!
see what I can
A
do!
wailing banshee of lightning.
Stardust!
Let's tear him up! Watch this!
Sleep now. Here, let's get you all back to life. Lightning can thunderblast.
You're mine!
Here,
Dragon Swarm!
Dad.
Wait for my friend!
Watch this!
Shattering
You require a hand.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Ready.
Get out of bed! Now I'm in the groove!
Novice! Why'd you kill me?
To stop you dying?
Try harder! Dragon Swarm! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind.
Picture of hell!
Air gust.
I owe you so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons you can do.
This one's mine. You know, Law, watching you really makes me realize.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly! Don't think, just
Leave
keep
the
swinging.
charges to me!
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone! Here we go. Again.
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Whew, what a relief!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Supposed to take on something so big!
Perhaps now
handle
isn't
it.
the time?
Watch and learn. That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go. Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Hey, is that it over there?
Did we really just spend... that much money?
What's on the other side of this door, anyway?
Why ask me when you can just open it and find out?
Jesus!
But this is...
Right.
Kisara. Oh.
Wow!
Nice one, Elfin.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer bologna.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
That was quite the little... adventure we went on.
Guess I misread the landing. You picked the wrong button!
Denied!
Take this!
Arctic waterfall! Not in your dreams!
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Slash!
We got
Eternal Devastation!
All back in Glad you had your use case. Never fit!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Do it!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Blow away! Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away!
Arctic waterfall!
Don't get complacent.
I need something to eat.
Get lost!
Armor won't save you!
They're surrounding us! Into the shadows!
Dragon Swarm!
Now I'm in the groove!
No more playing winds of heaven!
This one!
Take a sleep now!
Aim for their weak spot!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was included.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Tion actually look flustered.
Finish without a trace!
Swallow
Sword! Or
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
Training.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Great spear.
I wish I could brawl like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young man?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense.
Looks like it could be worth something.
This one's mine.
Now you see what I can do! Now you talk!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact claw!
The flashing part's their weak point.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Burn!
Do it!
Rip and tear!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Judging by the stench... I'd say the... animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now. It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renin. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Xion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renin homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Xion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Xion? Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own? She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Xion. Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Xion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to...
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis. When the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the Thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens...
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the Thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Zionne!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Zionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Zionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Zionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Xion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Xion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Xion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Xion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Xion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Xion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Xion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Did you know?
You mean about Xion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Xion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Xion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Xion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Xion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me. and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then, I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, we thought we'd turn the tables and critique your appearance for a change.
It's not fair if we're the only ones subjected to it.
What?
Did you guys hear? Apparently, she found that dress of hers in some old ruins.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do than get in our way.
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are anywhere near a city. An ambush on civilians is the last thing we need.
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go, it sounds like our headache is just beginning.
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? It's not like I have a death wish. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world. Dying stupidly won't be much help to the cause.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that logic. Sorry.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Make sure to get some good rest.
I couldn't eat another bite.
Eating is one of your great passions.
What? No, it's not.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.